Hello. So I've been wanting to do some like longer format things for ages, and every time I start filming a video, I always forget to film throughout the week, or I don't finish the video off, and then I haven't really got anything to post. But I got a new phone recently, and I now don't really have an excuse because I can do it all on my phone. So this is going to be my first little kind of training diary. Um, so Bigger picture wise, I've entered my first Ironman 70.3 next year, and I've got a few things coming up just to kind of test where we're at. Obviously, end of the summer, so it's starting to become a little bit depressing, but this is also kind of where where the hard work begins, and where we start sort of grafting over winter. So this week this is Sunday night, and I have actually been away this weekend with Adaptive Expeditions. So I've been kayaking and camping for the last 2-3 days, which is why I sound a little bit nasally, because I'm not very good when I've been around fire. And obviously we've been like around the fire on the campsite, so that's why I sound a bit rough. But yeah, basically that was up in Yorkshire. I'm now heading back down south. But I'm stopping off at the office tomorrow at work, so that's kind of around near Birmingham. And yeah, then this weekend, so as I say, tonight is Sunday, and then the following weekend I've got a 10k on the Saturday, and then my first standard triathlon on the Sunday, which was really, really bad planning on my part. Basically, I entered the 10k and then forgot to write the date down, and then I entered the triathlon, and then I looked and I went, whoops. But it's not bad training. Usually I have a rest day the day before a race, but my volume is going to need to increase anyway, so it's not the worst thing in the world to have to do that. It's just I wasn't very well last week, so I had a week. Basically, I had 5 days on the sofa. So training wise, I'm feeling a little bit behind at the moment. I think we'll be all right. In my head, I'm just using this as a bit of a baseline to see where I'm at and if there's any weak points. Obviously, I know already that my weak point is going to be the bike. I don't really need a triathlon to tell me that. For those who don't know, a standard triathlon, so usually I do a sprint triathlon, which is a 750 metre swim, 20k bike and a 5k run. This weekend I'm doing a standard, which is double that, so 1500, 1500, I wish it was 20k on the bike, 1540 and then 10, and then the 70.3 is a 1900 swim, 90k on the bike, and then a half marathon at the end. So you're kind of not far off half when you're doing a standard try. So really this is just to see where I'm at the end of this season, and what we need to do over winter and into next year to kind of, start getting me to where I want to be. My plan for this week is to try and get at least a longish bike session in. So if all kind of goes well and I'm feeling all right tomorrow, I'm going to possibly stop at Cambridge Busway on the way home and try and get maybe just under 40k done. And then swimming and race chair, I have just got to play with, really, because I'm back home tomorrow evening. I've got a customer Tuesday afternoon, and then I'm back up to the office on Wednesday for a meeting. So, it's quite a busy week. I've just got to try and get swims in before and after work, because I have a new wetsuit and new goggles, and I'd really love to get an open water swim sorted before Sunday and just test that the kit all works. I've also bought a new wetsuit because the wetsuit I've been using for the last 3 years is a little hand-me-down from my coach, and it sounds so silly, but I didn't want to get rid of that wetsuit, and I would have loved to have done my first Ironman in that wetsuit, because it's been, my first open water swim was in that, and my first triathlon was in that, and I don't know, I feel like I have an emotional attachment to the wetsuit, which is so stupid. But it's got to the point where it's got zips in the legs, which having that to get it on and off was amazing. But I think the new wetsuits the technology is so good that I shouldn't need the zips in the legs. And there's this new fancy foam that should, in theory, make my legs like really nice and buoyant. So yeah, we've waved goodbye to the trusty old wetsuit, and I've gone and bought a new one. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave this here for now. So yeah, I'm gonna go to bed because it's been a crazy weekend, and I think it's gonna be a bit of a crazy week. But I'll hopefully be able to bring you along with me. So we are all packed with my massive bag. It is 7:15. I'm just about to head off I should drop the phone a little bit. Yeah, just about to head off to the office. I don't need to leave until actually about 7:20. But I want to go and find a hot drink somewhere because, as you can hear, my voice is still a bit naff. So yeah, I'm gonna go find a hot drink, get off to the office, and start the day. It's now nearly 4 o'clock. I'm just sitting doing some admin in a car park before I get my bike out and start doing a little session. So I've made it to the busway because I'm all the way back down from the office anyway. It seems daft to drive down and not get a session done. It's quite warm out. It is 20 degrees at the moment. It's really sunny. It's very nice. I'll try and show you. You can see the sun. So yeah, it's very nice out there. Stupidly, I don't have a GoPro or anything, or like a camera mount or anything with me, so I'm going to really struggle to get videos of the actual session, which is kind of the point of these videos. So that's a bit daft of me really, but I will get better at doing that. So yeah, going to try and get it'll be just under 40k done, which is obviously what I need to do on Sunday. The only difference with this is the bike path, although the actual bike path is traffic free, there are I want to say like 4 or 5 crossings, which are quite tough to navigate on my bike. It's really hard to like get the angles and press the button and see when the cars are actually coming, because sometimes you sit there and you're like, I could have gone, but once I go I'll commit, and I'm not here for getting hit by a car. So yeah, obviously my times will be a little bit slower, but that's not a bad thing. Obviously I'm still back from 20 odd miles of paddling over the weekend, so I'm not actually too bad, but up here's a little bit sore. So yeah, I'm gonna push it a little bit, but also not be stupid, and just get that done. Pump. Well, this was supposed to be like interesting B-roll. Oh, that doesn't want to focus. But these are quite flat. But it's my front wheel that's very flat. I haven't got a pump. Oh, I've got an electric pump with me actually. It's like a bit of a liability. But it might be better than nothing. Last time I used the electric pump, it blew my valve. Supposed to be like a little B-roll video of like, oh, here's me getting my bike out of the car, and then I remembered that I've got a flat front wheel. Well, I'm gonna get it out anyway. Maybe I should try and pump up this tyre first and see what happens. We're gonna do that. Let's rejig this and see what happens. So long story short, this is such a weird angle, sorry. I bought this little electric pump because I really struggled to do like manual pumps. But the only issue with it is that it doesn't read properly. It's like one of those. It's a little bit I don't want my tyres to go bang, so, but I might just be able to get like a little bit in and then see what happens. So that read at like 39 psi, but I know that it's not that. Oh, it's gonna go bang. Fuck's sake. Oh, I hate this part. Whee, there we go. What did like it? We have one tyre pumped up. So we've run into a slight issue in that this is like, I don't know if you can see how flat this wheel is. I mean, it's not going to be the end of the world, but it's not great. But this is what happened with the second rear wheel, in that this little cap here, there's no way on earth I can undo that. And you can kind of see all the crap that's in there. Yeah, while I've got my bike out, I should look at this new upholstery. Which one of the ladies at work did, and it's lush. So there is just a little bit more padding here for my head, and then it's all AirTech all the way down, so it's just gonna be a little bit more comfortable. And yeah, I guess I'm gonna get in and get going. Okay, we have crisis averted. Someone came over and he was like, "Oh, that's a really cool bike," and he was like, "Do you need a hand with anything?" I said, "Actually." I said, "You're only going to get the caps off there, press the valves," and he was like, "Oh, yeah, same as my bike." And yeah, I look a state now, but he got those off, and so now we have two nicely pumped up tyres and one that it went down a bit when I took the pump off, but I can't get the fucking thing back off. It's still, like, you know, it's better than it was, but it's a little bit flatter than I would have liked. Yeah. The only thing I haven't worked out yet is how I'm going to get in my bike and then, like, shut the boot from my bike and get my chair in the car. I think I'm going to have to put my chair in the boot, like, sit in the boot, put my chair in the boot, then try and transfer to the floor, get in my bike from the floor, and then so I have this little strap up there on the boot. What I'm gonna do is make it, I don't know if you can see what I'm doing, this is such a horrible angle, I'm so sorry, but I'm gonna try and basically just make it as long as I can. I think chair to boot, boot to floor, floor to bike, and then close the boot. And then my keys can just go under my bike, as can my phone. So, we have a plan. Execute the plan. I don't really know why I put my lid on before doing any of this. Like, my chair's not even in the car yet. But yeah, my plan is to try and grab this. I did do this the other day with my race chair, but just to grab this and sort of try and curl it. Okay, that works. Straight onto the floor, which is quite a long way, but I'll be fine. Out on the floor safely, and then I'm going to jump on my bike, close the boot, sorted. So that is 40k done and dusted, just over. Yeah, it felt good. I think my front tyre might be flat. What's really annoying about this bike is where that like bit of carbon is. I can't see from in the bike whether I've got a flat, but I can just hear like a little bit of rubbing that I couldn't hear before I went through some glass. I didn't realise it was glass until I went through it, and I just heard like chink, and I was like, oh no. So yeah, big oops if it is. Oh no, I look like I don't know what. But yeah, so pretty decent. 155, didn't really go for it. I pushed quite hard on the first 20k and then just took it easy coming back. Very nice evening, as you can see over there. Got the task of getting back in the van. Oh shit. Well, that definitely wasn't the plan. I tried to get my chair out. So yeah, I tried to get my chair out of the van while I was still on my bike. Thought it would save me a transfer, and now I'm out my bike trying to fix this mess. I think this is gonna be fine. It's just that they're a little bit tangled down there, but I think chair and bike are fine, so we live to see another day. But like the irony of trying to save yourself a transfer and then ending up in this situation. Like, it would have just been easier for me to get out and sort it out after, but that's on me for being lazy. My bike looks sexy though, so that's fine. And I've just got to fix my upside down chair, get back in it, and we're all good. Look at that, very nice. So yeah, there is Monday pretty much finished. So yeah, tomorrow my plan is probably to get swimming. I think I'm going to do bike today, swim tomorrow, race chair Wednesday. I'll either head back here and do a 10k along the same route, or I will go straight from the office down to my club and do a track session. I'll see what I feel like. And then I think, because it's been such a hectic few days, I'm going to have Thursday, Friday off completely, which I never normally do. I'm absolutely rubbish at like taking rest days before races, but yeah, I think for how insane like this weekend and then the next 3 days are going to be, I'm going to, Thursday, Friday, just leave it. You know, what I've done is enough. I can't train to be any better 2 days out. Day one of this little kind of weekly training vlog thingy-mabob, whatever this is that I'm doing, I don't really know. I'm just filming and I'll mush it together into something at some point. It's done. So I will see you tomorrow. Please ignore the state of my hair. I am I am about to get in the bath and sort that out. But yeah, I am halfway through, I guess halfway through trying to put on this new wetsuit. I just wanted to give it a bit of a test run before I go swimming this evening. And it's a bit naff. So I watched this video and it's like you're supposed to bring the zip up like an inch. Also, I'm currently lying on my bed with like half the wetsuit on. I can't bother to take it off yet. So yeah, you're supposed to move the zip up a little bit. But obviously the way that I get it on, I lie down, I roll around. So every time I get it up over my hips, the zip goes back down, which like is normally fine. Like in my current wetsuit, that's what happens. The zip goes all the way down, and then when I get it over my hips and get my arms on, I just pull it back up. I went to pull it up and I was like, oh, it's not moving. It must just need, it must be a bit tight. It must need like holding. And Janet came in and had a look, and what happened is that the teeth at the bottom, one side pops out. Tried it one more time and the same thing happened again. So I just emailed Hoob and I'm like, is this a fault? Is this just what your wetsuits are like? Because if they are, then that doesn't work. I get that, like, normally moving it up an inch and then you stand up and then you like kind of get into your wetsuit is going to be fine, but that doesn't work for me. But yeah. Really disappointed because I was really excited about this. The foam in the legs feels awesome, and I was like, I'm probably going to cut some time off my swim, but back in the old wetsuit it is. £400 for this wetsuit nearly, and it doesn't even zip up properly without breaking. So yeah, I'm hoping that they just turn around and say, oh no, that's just faulty. I don't know. It's just a bit shit. Ta-da. So, I've just got to Mitchett Lake. I'm just in the back of the van. I flipped the single seat up at the side door, just so I could, not be doing that. Yeah, just so I could basically lie in this bit of the van and wiggle my wetsuit on. Oh man, I'm gonna get this bloody thing done up. These are the leg zips I was raving about earlier, so I can't get them done up. I've got these like little neoprene socks to try out. I just like the idea of my legs having a bit of protection, and also my feet get so cold, but they've got like little splits in the toe and they're so weird. And they're really hard to get on, but I'm going to try and get those on quickly. Here they are. Look at that. What is that all about? I read this to stop them rotating, but I don't know, a bit weird. My new goggles to try it as well. I've got my old ones with me too, so if they're an absolute fail, it's less that they're going to be like not a very good goggle, and more that I had to obviously change the lenses, and so obviously there's a chance that I didn't put them back together properly.
Let's take that off.
Yeah,
Give it a tug.
I got
These bloody things.
I've got zips as well, so once you get them past, like, they're undone.
Oh yeah.
So it's literally just getting that bit
Yeah.
off.
I'm Lucy, by the way.
Hi, I'm Ella.
Hiya.
Is So I am just back from the lake. It was a bit hard to film because, well, I got some video, but there were people all around. And I had my heart broken properly for the first time tonight. Like, I got out the lake and, like, first of all, everyone was so lovely. So when I got in, there's like a ramp down, and I got so in my head about going down this ramp that I just went down it, and I left my new goggles, my swim hat, my nose peg at the top. But I like shouted up to someone and I was like, that's my bag. I said, do you mind getting these things out? And like, he bought my goggles, and then I went, oh no, I forgot my swim hat as well. And then he passed that to someone, and then I was like, oh my god, I'm really sorry, but I forgot my nose peg as well. And he got those out too. And yeah, he was really nice. And then on the way back out, someone was like, do you need a hand with anything? And I got myself back in my chair at that point. But I said, oh, you're right to give me a shove up the ramp because it's quite steep. And he said, yeah. So he gave me a shove up there. And then I was getting my wetsuit off, and I'll go back and like do it at the car, but I was doing it where everyone else was changing. And some lady came over and she's like, do you want a hand with that? Because I think I got some quite good video of it, but you know, just all sort of bunched up and whatever. She did, because when me and Janet are in transition, she pulls the wetsuit legs down, and then I sort of hold my leg / pull it out the other way. So it's like a two-way thing going on. When I'm on my own, it's like really tough. So yeah, this lady like came and helped me get my wetsuit off, which was very nice. And then I was chatting to someone else. It was, I think, the wife of the guy that had helped me up the ramp. And I was saying, oh my god, I'm so excited. Like, I basically went down to this lake because there's a pizza van there on a Tuesday. And she said, oh, we like pre-book ours basically. Like, we pay for our pizza and then we do a time slot. And I said, oh, that's very, very clever. And I said, oh god, I'm so excited. And she was like, do you want me to go and order one for you? I said, no, I'll be alright. I said, I'm literally just like taking my wetsuit off and then I'll run straight over there. And got all my stuff together, went down there, and it looked like these guys were clearing away, and I was like, are you still taking orders? And they turned around and they were like, oh, we're really sorry, we just sold our last pizza. I could have cried. Like, I literally travelled to this lake. One, because it was the only lake I could find, like, for today. But I knew I wanted to get my swim done tonight because it's Pizza Van Tuesdays. And, yeah, my heart just shattered into a million pieces when they said they'd sold out. So I got back to the car, and I had, like, a random bar of chocolate in the back of my chair. So I have been eating that on the way home, and I rang Janet and I said, can you be bothered to go out to the pizza oven? And we had a couple of bases, so she's done a pizza at home. Otherwise I would have ordered some, because I just had it in my head that I was having pizza tonight. But yeah, decent swim. Did 500 metre loop, but my watch reckons I did about 700. And to be fair, with the lines that I swim, I wouldn't be surprised if that's not more like it, because I cannot keep tight to a buoy to save my life. So yeah, decent swim. Obviously didn't get to try the new wetsuit. I did get a reply from Hoob, and they were like, are you sure it's not the breakaway zip? And I was like, I don't think so. I was like, it's come out at the bottom. So yeah. Oh, my dog's just been sick. That's nice. I don't know what the sound's like to me on this one because it's still plugged into the car. But I am on my way up to the office. It's 7:52. I was planning on leaving at 5:45, but I had to get a quote over to a customer, and I don't know what happened, but it just took, like, I had to do it twice, probably because it was so early. But yeah, it was a customer that I went out to last night, and I was meant to do it last night and get it over, but I did it this morning instead. So I've been struggling with my disc wheels on my race chair. I've been rubbing, so I'm going back to these, like, prototype wheels that I tried on it earlier on in the year, and I really get on with them. I'll show you a video of them later, but yeah, really get on with these wheels. So I'm getting those back today, because I said to basically our R&D guy, I was like, can I please have those wheels? So yeah, getting that done, and then I've got a meeting. I royally messed up. So I thought the Vitality 10k was on Saturday and that my triathlon was on Sunday. Turns out they're both on Sunday. So yeah, it's actually the mile that's on Saturday, like the Vitality mile. So I'm thinking of emailing Michelle. Michelle basically coordinates all our events when it's London Marathon events. I was thinking of emailing her this afternoon and just saying, really sorry, I've got my dates mixed up, could I do the mile instead? But then I don't know if I can be bothered to drive into central London on Saturday morning to push a mile. I don't know. It's quite good fun being at the mile, and I get to see everyone, and I haven't been around the race chair a lot much this year because I haven't been to any track races. So yeah, I might do that. Right, I've got to get driving. Oh no, this doesn't want to go back on. Let's get going. Yay. So today is Friday. I went to film something earlier and I completely forgot. So long story short, I'm on antibiotics now. I've got an infection. Great timing. That explains why I felt so rough this week. So 2 days out, and I am on 4 days of antibiotics. So that's gonna be fun. So yeah. I mean, Sunday, it's just going to be one of those things. I'll see what I can do. I think I'm sensible enough that if I need to pull out, I will. I think I should be fine. I mean, so beginning of the week, bike and swim Monday, Tuesday, felt fine. And I wasn't very well then. What is that on my arm? That's chocolate. Athlete, baby. But yeah, so I think I'll be fine. I hope I'll be fine. I really want to get this done. But yeah, so I basically from yesterday haven't done anything. I have got new wheels on my race chair and I should really try those out before Sunday. So I might take those down to like the local park tomorrow for literally like a quick spin round just to make sure that they feel okay. But I have used them before and they're like my favourite wheels. I just haven't had them on for a while. So maybe not. I'm in the vicinity of winging it all the time anyway, so I think it'll be fine. I mean, end of training week diary, words. End of my training diary, week 1. And I don't know if I said this earlier, but I am 39 weeks out from my Ironman. And I got this book to like record my progress, and it was like, we have 34 weeks. Most programs won't be this long, and I'm like here at week 39, stressing myself out. This is going to be, I think, the end of this video. Sunday's race, I am going to do its own video rather than add it on to the end of this, otherwise it's just going to be stupidly long. I'm going to try and get someone to come and film as well so I can get like proper videos. Well, see you on Sunday for race day.